Bit of a crazy morning this morning. It's Monday and we're expecting Mike and Elaine and possibly Sean to arrive. We were expecting them about 10 o'clock, but we just had an email saying that they're coming at 8:30. So we're madly running around the boat, putting things away, getting the extra berth prepared, and just generally making the boat look shipshape.
Oh yeah, shipshape. I'm trying to make myself look shipshape in amongst all the sweat. I've got to have a shower because I'm not presentable.
No, definitely shower time for sure. So yeah, they should be arriving shortly, and we've got to smell nice. First impressions and all that. Okay, let's get on with it. So the Princess Suite is pristine. So is my man cave. And look at this, the spare berth is made up. Well, looks like they finally found us. There they are. Hello. Hello.
Permission to come aboard?
Absolutely. There's the
Brought supplies!
Oh my god!
Forgot.
Yeah, let me take them.
Is that the loose end?
Yeah.
You get home, yeah?
Woo!
Don't drop it in the drink.
Oh, that's a...
Dude!
Just anywhere there.
Mike has many years' experience on board yachts, and before we'd even finished our first beer, I could see his eyes wandering over the various bits and pieces of ABC. The first thing that he drew my attention to was the lack of Teflon washers at the boom gooseneck. We did have one washer that was just sitting there doing nothing, so we moved it to a different location where it would be more beneficial in preventing the parts of the aluminium gooseneck rubbing together. This small job would be the first of many that we would complete on our passage to Greece under the watchful eyes of Mike. I think Mike just earned his lunch.
When you get a chance, get a bigger one.
Yeah.
Because you can see how much space you've got.
Yeah.
You can probably get a 5mm one in there and put it on top.
Yeah.
It's only to stop the aluminium wearing on it. Steel on steel, or whatever it is, metal on metal.
Yeah. Cool.
So today is Tuesday the 4th of September and it's a lovely sunny day and we're on our first day of our passage to Greece. We left the marina at 8:30 this morning and we've got fantastic sunny weather. We do have about 11 knots of wind, but it's right on the nose, so we're having to motor. We've actually got the autopilot working for the first time ever, so even though when you look at Baz he's got his hand on the steering wheel, don't let that fool you.
I've just been demoted. I've been demoted to the job of babysitter. Look Ma, no hand. Our autopilot works, it's great. And we just keep looking at the compass, keep looking at the plotter, and it just does everything for you.
So what's he going to do with his hands now?
So it's now nearly 6 o'clock at night on day one to Greece. We've just dropped Sean off at Greenwich Marina, and while we were there we refueled, so we've got a full tank and we're just heading past the rock at Calpe, and we're going to then set the autopilot for somewhere in between Formentera and Ibiza, and then once we get there we'll head over to Mallorca overnight and see what it looks like when we get there. It's been so good so far. We haven't done any sailing at all. Wind has been right on the nose all the way, and it's going to be like that tonight too, so thank God we've got an autopilot and we just let it go.
Wednesday morning, it's 10 to 11, and that behind me is Mallorca. So we did an overnight sail. It was the first one that Baz and I had done, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty calm. We had the head sail out for about an hour, but that was it really, because the wind was on the nose most of the time, and a lot of that time it wasn't very strong. So, but we've made good time, and we're just about to go in and get some fuel, and then we're going to anchor somewhere and spend the night here and then leave tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I want one. I want two actually.
I've got two in the boat that I don't use. Okay. Here we go.
Thursday morning, so technically day 3. We are now leaving Palma Nova in the Balearic Islands in Mallorca, and we're gonna head up to Menorca because our plan for heading south of Sardinia fell apart when the wind gods went. So plan is we go up to Menorca and see what the wind's doing when we get up there, and then more than likely we're going to go up the northern end of Sardinia and pass between Sardinia and Corsica. That's the plan today. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Look, we're sailing! So Baz is going to tell us our wind speed and our speed over ground.
So we've got a true wind speed of 12 knots, maybe 13 or 14 sometimes. Apparent is 14, 15, but our boat speed on the GPS is 7.7 knots. Happy with that.
I was getting a bit queasy every time I went down below, but it's gone beyond lunchtime now, so Elaine has very kindly gone down below and she's making lunch. She's been there for ages, she's doing lots of stuff. So she is the hero of today, I reckon. How's it going?
Good. Everything's prepared. I'm just waiting for the eggs now. It's been rocky rolly when you're doing the sales. So I'm like, it's been fun.
It's 7:15 on Friday morning. We've just done an overnight passage from Mallorca to Menorca. We're just about to pull into a little port here where we're going to be able to refuel, dump our rubbish and our recyclables, and then we've got a 48-hour run across to Sardinia, and I think we're heading to the north of Sardinia based on the wind, as we thought it would be when we got here to Menorca. So we're just beating into the wind at the moment and it's a bit lumpy, but it's all good. Morning. 19 hours after leaving Palma Nova in Mallorca, we sailed up the Cala to Mahon in Menorca, just in time for the fuel dock opening up at 9 AM on Friday, September the 7th.
It's Friday morning, about 10:30. We've got both sails out and we're heading to Sardinia.
Yes, it's really on the nose, but we're heading kind of like east-northeast at the moment. We wanted to head a bit more north, but the wind just won't allow it, because this wind that's in now may not last too long. It might be all over by 2 or 3 o'clock. So we wanted to try and get further north if we could, because there will be some wind further north. I guess we just got to see how we go, and maybe we'll have to use the engine again.
But we've just filled up with diesel, so we've got a full tank, so we're okay there. We do.
It's now 9 o'clock at night on Friday, and we left Menorca in the Spanish Balearic Islands at 9 o'clock this morning. So we've been on the road for 12 hours. We've covered 77 nautical miles so far, and we've got 178 nautical miles left to go. And we're not sure whether we're going to be ending up in Corsica or Sardinia. Southern Corsica or northern Sardinia, obviously. We've had very little chance to actually get the sails out. I think we've had the sails up for about an hour and 15 minutes in all of that time. So we've been motoring all the way. We're kind of like heading in a northeast direction, because we're hoping that when we get far enough north, we'll grab hold of the tail end of the Mistral that's coming down from France, and that'll sweep us through past Corsica and Sardinia, and then we won't have to use so much fuel, or maybe even run out of fuel. So that's where we are right now, and ready for another night of shifts of sleeping, waking, sleeping, waking. It's all good fun, but we're getting there. Next week on Sailing ABC, we navigate the Straits of Bonifacio at night and continue our journey onwards to Sardinia, Ponza, Lipari, through the Straits of Messina, onto Corfu, and finally to Kefalonia in Greece. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a thumbs up. It really does help us out. And if you've got any comments or questions, leave them down below, and as soon as we see them, we'll reply to you. Remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon so you get notifications every time a new Sailing ABC video is released. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.